everyone, this is Theme Park Squib and welcome to today's episode of the show. Sorry about the delay, we did have a delay because I was ill last week. I did have a cold, so I didn't feel like doing the show. So it is back this week. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about this week with some news about some theme parks in news headlines. I'll be showing you some special merchandise in Merchandise Showcase, revealing the week before last's guest to ride, and also doing some shout outs. So let's get straight into the first section of the show, which is news headlines. So this week in news headlines, I'm going to start off by talking about my recent visit to Clacton Pier. The vlog will be online soon. We've got the Camelot video to put on, which may be online when the show goes online. Thinking about uploading it tonight. I do film this a day before I do upload it onto the channel. But the Camelot video will be online soon, so check that out. That's going to be a very different vlog. And then, yeah, we went to Clacton Pier, had a brilliant day out. Shame about the weather. You go to the coast, but the weather went on Stella's Revenge, really good there. 12 quid if you book your wristband online, which is not too bad. 15 quid on the day. Went on all the rides there, brilliant. And looking at the new indoor section that was getting built my last visit, it is so well themed. You've had the Dodgems moved upstairs and they become the dockside Dodgems, and the traffic lights. The play areas all based around Amity, and then the golf course looks really well themed, and I think next time I will be doing that golf course as well. Also, this week, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will be opening soon at Disney's California. In Disney in California, wow, it looks a brilliant themed area. And yeah, it's going to be really well. It's only opening in California. I think it opens at the end of August in Florida. But only one attraction will be available at California, and that will be, I think it's Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and then Rise of the Resistance with the Trackless Dark Ropes Man be the main e-ticket attraction, will be opening later. Also this week, some sad news from Chessington World of Adventures Resort, that the Black Buccaneer, the park's Husk pirate ship that opened in 1988, I believe, will not be opening for the 2019 season. It has had a bit of problem. It hasn't even been reassembled yet. It was last opened at Christmas. There's a couple of rides that weren't ready for the start of the season. It was Sea Storm, which is the spinning boats ride. That's now back open. Ramage's Revenge, the park's top spin, that's back open, and Tiger Rock, the park's log flume, and Black Buccaneer weren't available for opening, but the other three, and now it's been confirmed that due to some unforeseeable circumstances, the Black Buccaneer has ran ashore and has been at the resort for 30 years. So technical problems, it came ashore, but it's saying it could come back. It's making it sound like it is going to come back. So hopefully it's just this year, and some technical problems, it will be opening for the 2020 season, but some things around the site aren't looking good with all the signage being removed, and it looks like, are they going to do another Loggers Leap on us? I hope they don't. Loggers Leap, it was a log flume at Fort Park, closed at the end of 2015, was meant to be refurbished, have a refurbishment for 2016 season, closed the whole season. Closed that season, closed 2017, closed 2018, they were still saying it was having a refurb, and then in February this year it was confirmed that it will no longer be an attraction at the resort. So hopefully they don't do that to Black Buccaneer. It's one of my favourite rides in the country, one of my favourite rides at Chessington, and it's my favourite pirate ship I've ever been on. Also, Fort Park are getting ready, or have already launched, Jungle Escape, the new interactive adventure live action escape room in the jungle section of the park as a replacement for the old I'm a Celebrity attraction. It's open now, it looks quite good, pretty expensive if you ask me. It's 10 quid if you go there and book it on the day, 9 quid online, or if you're an annual pass holder it will be £8. And yeah, so the huntsman, you are going to be hunted and you split into groups and you've got to get out, and it's using most of the stuff from I'm a Celebrity and some new bits as well. Also, Bouncilla has now arrived on site, which will be the 95-metre long bouncy castle assault course at Fort Park, next to the lake, and yeah, it's opening this weekend, I believe. It's the start of May half term, and yeah, it'll be opening this weekend, and it looks fantastic, and it looks like a good addition. And also Luna Cinema is taking place this weekend as well, which is when they're showing Bohemian Rhapsody and Back to the Future in a big screen under the Stealth Arena. It's a separate ticketed event. That's it for news headlines this week. Let's get into Merchandise Showcase, where I've got a ride part to show you. First, what we've got to show you here in Merchandise Showcase is this Ghost Train sign up for your wall with a string on there. Showing you that this now, as it will be going up on the wall here in the hub very soon. And yeah, really nice, only like £6 I believe it was. Really nice to put on your wall. Do love the ghost train at Blackpool. And yeah, and here's the main point, the Space Invader running wheel. 25 quid this was. See there, Space Invader running wheel. This ride was a space-themed dark ride that was built in 1984. The ride was refurbished to become Space Invader 2 during the 2003 season, but closed in 2008. This part of the ride is the running wheel, which, as the name implies, ran along the track. Really nice there. And also I did get certificates, which Blackpool Pleasure Beach original roller coaster part. The certificate authenticates that the following part, a Space Invader running wheel, ride closed 2008. All parts may contain oil. This is not a toy. This proves that it is an actual part, and this will be getting framed and going on the wall here somewhere in the hub. Really nice to get another ride part. I've got a lot of wood. I'm actually filming a separate video, so I'll just show you all my ride parts. That's it for Merchandise Showcase this week. Let's get into Guess the Ride. So this week in Guess the Ride, we'll reveal last week's Guess the Ride that was Hex, the Legend of the Towers at Alton Towers, the park's madhouse. If you did get that ride correct, well done, and you'll get a shout out in this week's shout out section of the show. Just before I give you this clue for this week's Guess the Ride, I will explain a bit about Guess the Ride. What Guess the Ride is, if I give you a clue about a ride, you put the correct ride's name down in the comments section down below, and if you do get it correct, you'll get a shout out in next week's shout out section of the show. And remember, it is just for fun. So this week's Guess the Ride is a roller coaster. We're doing a roller coaster again, that opened in 1994 and became the world's tallest roller coaster. If you know what that ride is, put it down in the comments down below and you'll get a shout out in next week's shout out section of the show. Let's get into the final section now, which is shout outs. Now it's time for the final section of the show, which is shout outs. So let's get straight into them. First we have the people who did get Guess the Ride right, that was Hex, so well done to all of you. The people who got Guess the Ride right were Mr Duncan's Vlogs, well done. Avalanche Attractions UK, well done. Jack Boggies, well done. And Molly Wiltshire, also well done, and hopefully you can get this week's ride correct. Next we have some comments from Carl Livermore, thank you for commenting, and a Casual Brit. Also, thank you for commenting. Next we have a special shout out to Molly Wiltshire, as we missed off not last week, but the week before Guess the Ride. We missed you off the shout outs there. Sorry about that, as we did film the show before you had commented, so sorry about that one. That's it for this week's episode of the show. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and guess that ride. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Also, don't forget to watch the Camelot vlog that may be online before this show, or will probably definitely be online after, and when the Clacton on Sea Pier vlog does go online as well. That's it for this week's episode. See you in the next one. Bye! So, you're probably wondering why I'm still here after I did say bye. I've just got a bit of a quick announcement to make. The announcement is I'll no longer be doing a weekly show. It's been getting quite hard to do, and it's quite a lot of work to put into it as well. So, instead of a weekly show, it will be now a monthly show at the end of every month. So, yeah, it'll be a monthly show at the end of every month, and also it gives me time to give you more other content as well on the channel. So, yeah, and Guess the Ride, there won't be a show next week, so you won't get a shout out, but just Guess the Ride down below for fun as well. So, yeah, the new one will be at the end of May. It will now be a monthly show. So, yeah, and don't forget to guess that ride for fun as well. So, see you in the next video. Bye!